Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Michelle. She like, I'm on time this morning. Good morning. I got my coffee. Get your coffee, your tea, your water, your orange juice, whatever you drinking, and a little bit of me this morning. It's hump day, you guys. It's Wednesday. We woke. We ready to get it. So if you ain't been prosperous this week, I'm hoping and praying that you got some get up and go this morning. Because guess what? The universe saw fit for you, for you to be one of them people that open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning. And so you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful so the universe will open up and pour out more blessings and you have room enough to receive. So good morning, beautiful. Good morning. Madison has been a handful today, baby. She like, good morning. I got our affirmation for today, and it's Wednesday, so we got a card from the well-being deck, and then the shaman's dreams. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How has everybody week been going? I hope that whatever problems or issues you don't girl Madison has been on tip, baby. I'm hoping and praying whatever issues that have arisen throughout the week that you've been able to solve them, and the ones that you can't solve, guess what? You give them to God and the universe and be like, "Hey, take care of this," because at the end of the day, we don't have control like we think we do. Madison is something else, Michelle. So, good morning, cousin Nikki from the porch. Good morning, sweetheart. So, is she out there waving too? Good morning. The affirmation for today is I am a positive example for my family and friends, including the children in my life. We communicate and offer love freely. I am a positive example for my family and friends, including the children in my life. We communicate and offer love freely. Good morning, Ms. Dow. Good morning, beautiful. Absolutely. You know what? I hope that I'm a positive example. Like I said, sometimes we all fall short. I was just telling cousin Nikki this yesterday. I don't portray to be perfect. I don't portray like, hey, I don't have bad days. I don't portray that sometimes I don't even listen to my guides. I forget that the red flags look green. I just do my own thing sometimes. And so I try to be a positive example. That's all I'm saying. I try to practice what I preach. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? I try to practice what I preach. So um, I don't want people to ever come around me or be around me and be like, hey, she one way on this live. And then when you see her in person, you know, she another way. This how I am all the time. This how I am. This is me. Regard the cussing, the potty mouth, the attitude, the sometimes I'm good, sometimes I ain't. Everybody have emotions. Everybody got stuff going on. But I try to live the talk. I'll try to walk the talk. I don't want people to look at me and see something different because I'm just me. I'm not trying to be anybody that I'm not supposed to be, and I'm just trying to get people to believe that guess what? They didn't just give me magic powers. They gave us all magic powers. And what it is that we lose it when we get here. We lose who we are in order to have whatever experience it is that we wanted to come down to this earth to have. And then as we're trying to experience that, we try to catch our higher self so that we can get some direction and stuff. And some people get it faster than others. That's all. It's not no right or wrong way. And I keep saying that to you guys. It's not a right or wrong way. I tell you about going outside and grounding yourself and this and this. Those are the things that I do. But it may be something else that helps you to get yourself grounded. Or maybe when you do go outside to ground yourself, you do a different ritual or something. It's not a right or wrong way. It's however you feel and your intention behind it. That's it. We try to follow people so that we can get some kind of, direction on where we going and how. But a lot of times it's in us. So I try to be a positive example for my family and friends, including the children, including the boo-boo stanks. See, that's what I'm saying. So you changed your atmosphere, Michelle, and look, when you changed your atmosphere, something else decided to ground you, because it was work and your grandbaby and all the things that kept you going. Now it's like, okay, your lifestyle has changed, so something else changed you, and you ground yourself another way. That's all. And it's not a right or wrong way. People had this ideal of, my friend said it best when she said that I'm not really good at following recipes. She said, because I'm gonna throw a little extra something in there. I'm glad, cousin Nikki. She said, I just, and then she said, and it always turned out fine. But I never follow the recipe the way it's supposed to go. She said, and it's me. She said, and that's how it is with life. That's how it is with the things that we see. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to just tweak it a little bit. Sometimes the way somebody ride a bike ain't the same way that you gonna ride that bike. And yeah, I know you got a pedal, but hey, you might be like, okay, well, maybe I want to use this one leg and periodically use the other one. Is it wrong? No, as long as you're getting and doing exactly what it is that you intend to do. We look at people and we tell them that they're doing something wrong, but as long as it gets done what you need done, that's all that matters at the end of the day. We put too much stipulation on how to get there. It took me back to when I was in college and I had this math teacher, and she was teaching us how to do some kind of long division or something. Good morning, Miss Kay. Good morning, beautiful. And I get a paperback, and she had marked all my stuff wrong, you guys. So I said, excuse me, could you please tell me how these answers are wrong? She said, I showed you how to do this way, this way, this way, this way. I said, and so that you guys can get a clear conception, I went to college in my 30s. Okay. So I'm not a kid that she's talking to. I'm not fresh out of high school. And she's like, well, I showed you how to do it this way, and this way. By the end of baby, I already knew math. I'm in here trying to get the credit. I said, ma'am, I said, I've been to school. I understand what you're saying. And I know that you had these steps. I said, but isn't my answer right? Yeah, the answer is right, but you skipped these steps. So you're going to mark me wrong because I skipped the steps that you have to do to get to the answer. That's how it is in life. As long as you get to where you're trying to get to, it don't matter how you got there. Some people get to skip steps. They don't have to do exactly what you had to do to get there. Maybe they run across somebody that's able to get them over a hump and they're able to skip 2 steps ahead. It happens like that. Everybody don't have the same path, and everybody don't have to travel the same path to get to where they're going. So, with that being said, I'm just telling you guys, walk it how you talk it. Be an example of who you are. That's it. No, nothing more, nothing less. That's it. And offer love freely. So, how's everybody morning going? Because I told you how mine going, because Madison is a whole handful, baby. She like, I ain't getting out the bed. I ain't doing nothing. She like, it's all over here. It's Wednesday, you guys. You know what? I'm losing days here because I can't even remember what I did Friday. I can't remember the cards that I did Friday for you guys. They say as you continue to do other stuff, your timeline start to collapse and you start to lose stuff that's no longer necessary for you to hold on to. So I guess they say you don't have to hold on to the card of the day every day. And that's what's going on because I can't even remember what I did for you guys last Friday, what the cards was. But it's Wednesday and we usually make a decision on what we're going to do. So it's angel answers, it's numbers, it's 3 cards. Did I do the love cards, you guys? I don't remember. And I'm not being funny. I don't remember. So what would you guys like? It says the universe is big enough to fulfill my every intent. The universe is big enough to fulfill my every intent. Give me a kiss, baby. I love you.
You too.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day, sweetheart.
You too.
She said since you ain't left Detroit. Alex said numbers. I know she getting it. Go on, big girl. Okay. Numbers it is. I'm with the numbers. It says the universal manager has the ability to bring everyone a vibrational match to what they are giving their attention to. So without depriving anyone else of what they are wanting. I know that's just read like stereo instructions. The universal manager has the ability to bring everyone a vibrational match to what they are giving their attention to. So whatever you paying your attention to, whatever you are giving the most attention to, is that which you will get. That's it. If you're paying attention to being happy, guess what? You're going to continue to work towards, striving towards being happy. What you are looking for and what you give your attention to is what will be the outcome. That's it. And so when we mad, guess what? When you want revenge with somebody because they didn't tick you off, when you hell bent on doing something, you do just that. Whatever you give your attention to is that what you will get. It's circumstances in between there, but it's still what you will get. What we pay attention to. That's me too. So like I told you, I'm not sitting here and I don't act like I'm better than other people because sometimes I fall off the wagon and I can tell you, listen, I get upset. I'm not always able to see clearly, especially when it's my own predicament. It's funny how you can see everybody else's stuff really clear, but sometimes when it comes to you, it's a little murky, and you want to know why it's a little murky because you have emotions involved with the stuff that's going on with other people's stuff. You don't have no emotion behind that, unless it's somebody that you care about. And still, a lot of the times, you're able to sit your emotions to the side with them and be able to help them out. But when it's you have to really do the work and take your emotion out of it. And so a lot of times, we can't see our own self clear. And it's okay. Because that's what we got good friends for and people that love us and that will give us good advice as we travel on these roads and try to figure out how life is going to work for us. Ain't that right, Michelle? Because even when we not sure what we doing, we get a little advice from somebody that push us to say, hey, you got this. You can do this. I know that you stepping outside of your realm and hey, this uncharted territory and you ain't never been there before, but I'm gonna take this ride with you. Even though I can't go to the place that you going, guess what? I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna be right there or whatever the case may be. So that guess what? When you uncomfortable, when things you get a little lonely and you be like, damn, I don't have nobody here. But I got people I can call that understand that I'm on a new journey. And that sometimes, when you in the unknown, you get a little shaky and a little rocky and you start to second guess yourself as shit, did I do the right thing? You did. And sometimes you out your elements because you making new ones. And all of those feelings and all of those emotions are valid emotions. It just takes time. Transformation just don't happen overnight, even when you transforming from one existence to another. That means moving from one place to another. And even though I've already lived here, it's still been a transition for me as well. All is well. You guys are doing great and persevering, and I love it. I love the steps that you guys take. Like I seen a post, I think it was Alex yesterday, where she said that the universe had told her to stop procrastinating. And they must have showed out for you, Alex, yesterday. I seen the Woodpecker girl. I did, Michelle. So the universe must have showed out for Alex because I did see that. And I did see the Woodpecker yesterday. And I don't even be on Facebook like that. But guess what? They allowed me to see real quick the stuff that I'm supposed to be looking at. Because me and cousin Nikki went grocery shopping with mama. And so we was out most of the day running around. Good morning, son. Good morning. So I was like, well, and I ran across that post with Alex saying, hey, the universe told me to quit procrastinating and blah, 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 this and this. And they showed up. And so, hey, they ain't going to tell you nothing wrong. Why would they? When the information comes from a spot of love, when it comes, why would they tell you something wrong? And listen, she listens. She listens. Like I said, Alex is still Alex to me. I see her no different from the day I met her to now, but I can see transformation in her, in the things that she's doing, in the way that she's handling situations, even in the thought process about some stuff. That's just growth. That's growth. Look here. And so as I'm talking about refreshing the mind and all of this is the card we get. First breath, beginner's mind. And I'm sitting here talking about how Alex has refreshed herself, even though she's the same person. She's the same person from the time I met her. Like I told you, she always gave me hippie vibes. She still gives me hippie vibes every time I see her. But she has transformed even throughout the years, because it's been years. And she's transformed, but her spirit about her remained the same. So let's see. It says first breath, beginner's mind, a fresh start, a renewed curiosity, natural trust, beginner's mind. Yeah, I am. I'm so proud of her. I am, Michelle. So the funny thing is that I talked about prior to even pulling this card, how going on a journey and starting on something Sometimes you don't know the direction to go in. You don't know exactly. But if you start walking, if you start going that way, you can get some direction. So it said, hey, you might not know exactly how it's going to turn out. But if you keep a positive mindset about it, it's going to turn out great. It says, when the first breath card shows up for you, it is time to leave the old stories and tales behind. Ooh, that's funny because I was just talking to somebody about that. I can't change nothing back there. And a lot of times when we bring up old stories, we hurt ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We bring up old memories that hurt ourselves. And I think I talked about it here on the live within the last 2 days. When we bring up old stuff, we hurt ourselves. Not to say that you can't bring it up, because you can. But some of it is brought up so that you can heal from it too. So that you can look at it from these new eyes, from the new person that you are, so that you can learn to deal with some of those things. And I guess because I was telling Cousin Nikki yesterday, when you look at your parents as you grow up, you don't quite know why they treat you or they deal with you the way that they do. But then as you become an adult and you realize that there were some things that they had to do, or the reason that they operated in the manner that they operated in is because of the way that they were brought up. Then you realize that sometimes it ain't personal. It ain't personal. It's just some people were brought up in a harder time. They mind frame process stuff different. And we like, why you do this to me? Why you? But it wasn't personal. It was what they knew. It's how they knew how to raise you. They didn't know nothing different. And I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm just saying some of the times that's the case. Some of the times that's the case. It says, you have arrived. Take a deep breath and another. There is nothing else you need to do but take in a new world that is revealing itself around you. When you stop procrastinating and start doing the stuff that you want to do that makes you happy, it's just going to start to unfold. Because guess what? You focused on that business. You focused on the stuff that you want to see manifest. That's all my mind keep thinking about. And if that's all your mind keep thinking about, that's all you can bring forth is the stuff that you're thinking about. I know it's hard because throughout the day, guess what? We got a million other things that we're thinking about too. We think about money. We think about bills. We think about all of that stuff. But if you think about the one thing or the things that make you happy to be able to make the money to get those bills or whatever the case may be to get them paid, it feels different. It feels different. It says there's no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage to get where you are now. Just take it all in and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. They said, hey, you worked really hard to get where you are. Sometimes we don't take the opportunity to congratulate ourselves. You could have gave up. You could have said, I don't want to do this. But you didn't. And so they said, hey, take the opportunity. Don't dwell on the past. Don't be like, hey, I was all mad. You were, but you better now. Yep, you done did some things, but you better now. I ain't the person that I was 5 years ago. So when you come to me and you talk to me about something 5 years ago, it's a memory in my head, but that ain't the person that I was. I mean, that ain't the person that I am. That's the person I was. It takes 30 days to break a habit. So if you ain't seen somebody in 30 days, if you ain't talked to them in 30 days, guess what? They don't know you no more because you didn't change in some fashion. You didn't change. It says, even if it is a familiar place you have come to many times before, try to experience it as if it's the first time. For you are renewed, and the old you is no longer your concern. And what they saying is that you might come across a problem, because sometimes we have to recycle around because we didn't learn a lesson. So you might come across a problem, a situation that's the same as you didn't dealt with before. But guess what? If you change your mindset, if you didn't change, the outcome gonna change. And it instantly, what popped in my head was the time that my uncle popped on the live talking smack or whatever the case may be. And the old me would have addressed it right there and went smooth off, acting a fool, telling them what the hell you doing on my live, blah, blah, blah. But that ain't what happened. When I approached him different and I said something different other than what he was used to me responding at, guess what? He simply just went away. So sometimes you have to try something different. And when you become different, your response is different. I know now that I don't allow people to get me so upset. Where I used to be so pissed off, everything is funny. Ask Nikki. Shit, I be in the grocery store singing, dancing. I don't care what people think about me. I'm me. And I'm glad to be me. And so, where there was a time where I would go in the grocery store and my face would probably be frowned up because I got to spend my damn money. My face probably still mad or whatever the case may be because I got to spend my damn money. But this time I know that regardless of what's going on, I'm happy. I don't care nothing about what people thinking. I don't care nothing about no pride. I can't change none of that. But I can change me and how I feel and how I deal and what I do. I can change all of those things. And so they said, practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago, just be with it and breathe. You have already gone beyond it, have overcome and resolved it, even if no one else realizes it yet. Soon enough, they will as you move on. What did I just tell you? Had I dealt with the situation the way I usually would have, guess what? My uncle probably be on this live right now, tormenting the shit out of me, saying some crazy stuff. But because I dealt with it different, he don't even realize the outcome was different. He just simply went away. So it works just like that. It says, do not squander the power of the first breath, giving the old narrative mouth to mouth resuscitation. Use it for new beginnings, to animate a world that you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the word. And that's exactly what happened. Like I told you, had I responded to him and acted a damn fool and choop chopped and when he'd have gobbled that up like a damn Pac-Man and been on here tripping. But because my presentation and my explanation was different, they said, hey, you don't get to do that to her no more. She not allowing that kind of behavior anymore. I've learned how to deal with people like that. I've learned how to talk to people where before I'll probably be like, come here so I can hit you dead in your damn throat. Because that's me. I told you I don't act like I ain't. I'm all that. That used to be me. And it's me sometimes now. Come here. Let me go ahead and karate chop you in your throat so you can shut up. Shut your pie hole. But then when my spirit look at it, it'd be like, hey, is that worth it? Do some people and some things you could just simply walk away from and not have to be bothered. Oh, I don't want to put that on my plate. I don't even like them green beans anyways. Some stuff I don't have to entertain. I don't have to be bothered with. And that's people too. And so the funny thing is that even we're talking about my uncle, guess what? I don't be bothered. Because anything that doesn't respect me for the person that I am, I can't have that around me. And when you stop allowing toxicity and negativity around you, you will notice that certain people will just simply stop coming the fuck around. Because they can't dump their garbage in your yard no more. Because they can't use you the way they used to no more. Because you can see with some different eyes because you didn't transform. You see it with a new mind. So they can't do you like they used to do you no more. So they don't come around no more. And every now and then they try to pop in and out because they want to see if you done slid back and if they can get it again. And then when they realize they can't, they gone on about their damn business. You are the farmer that plants all the seeds. This is your life. And I want you to take advantage of it and be the best version that you can. You guys are amazing. And you make steps every day to do something different, to be the best version of you. And so I'm proud of you. And when you look back on your life and know that you ain't the person that you used to be, and you see that growth, don't allow people to take that from you, because they'll come around like a thief in the night and try to shake your world, baby. But when you show them I'm a goddess, I'm a god, you don't get to play with me like that no more. Sometimes they just simply go away. So be that positive example for your family and friends, including the children in your life, because they're watching you. They may not seem like it, but they're watching you navigate through this life. And so when you show them as much good as you possibly can and you're happy, they thrive off of that. The people that love you anyways. And so I'm so proud of you guys. I love each and every one of y'all. I want the best for you guys because you're great. And I know sometimes we be like, shit, it don't seem like it. I'm going through a whole lot of shit. You are. It's okay. You done been through a whole lot of shit too. And guess what? You made it. You simply fucking made it. So be glad about that today. It's Wednesday. You guys go out here, get y'all hump on. Y'all got stuff to do. Because I got stuff to do too with Cousin Nikki. I love you guys so very much. And I will see you right here tomorrow morning for the card of the day. I love you guys. Bye-bye.